Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2, the Insanity Run. Last time we wrapped up Kasumi's little quest, we finished the final big heist for her, and now she is on board and loyal. Very, very nice indeed. And today we're going after arguably my favourite companion in the game, not in terms of personality. In some ways he's a little bit boring, though he really comes into his own in Mass Effect 3. We're going after Thane because he is an amazing companion to have with you, just in terms of the powers that he can throw out. It's absolutely marvellous. And as Liara already told us the first time we were here, this brings us to Ilium. The assassin is still on world. In fact, actually, he was still on world presumably like, weeks or months of in-game time ago, but he's still here. This has been a very, very slow assassination. There's no massively pressing team concerns for this mission, by the way. You're going up against a fairly well-balanced group of enemies, so just basically go for who you like. However, there is some fun stuff you can do later in this mission involving biotics, so I'm going to bring along Samara. She can have a play with us for once. Samara is actually pretty damn solid. And Garrus as well. Sure, Garrus very rarely gets to come out with us. Why not bring him along on this occasion? Marvellous. Just remind myself, by the way, whether there's anything I need to buy from the shops here. Bypass module, definitely don't need. Ooh, tech damage. I could be tempted by that. Yes, maybe I'll come back for that tech damage. Remember that's there. I can very almost afford it. So here we are on Ilium in this little transport hub thingy. And we have got over here Serena. Hello there, Serena.
Serena?
Who wants to know?
Name's Shepard. Liara Tassoni said you might have information on Thane Krios.
Tana, cover for me. Over here. Yeah, I know who Thane Krios is. I might have passed him some information, but I didn't hire him. What do you want to know?
Maybe you could help me find him.
I can tell you, but you won't stop him. When he contacted me, I checked up on him. The man never gives up on a job. I ran security for Nassana Dantius. Then I found out she was having people killed to cover up her dirty secrets. She fired me when I confronted her. Her loss. I might have been good enough to stop Thane from taking her down.
And of course, Nassana Dantius, we ourselves met in Mass Effect 1. In fact, I'm pretty sure this character I've imported did meet her, so I'm not sure whether this Shepard's going to acknowledge that fact or not.
Why does that name sound familiar?
She was a representative on the Citadel a few years ago.
Right. She had me kill her sister, the slaver.
I thought that was just a rumor. Well, you know what she's capable of then. She has even more power here in Nos Astra. She uses it to keep her friends in check, and her enemies dead.
That's nice, just one of the tiny, tiny ways in which what you do in Mass Effect 1 gets reflected in Mass Effect 2.
So where do I find Thane?
The Dantius Towers, penthouse level of Tower 1. There's a second tower, still under construction. If Thane is smart, he'll go in from there.
It doesn't sound like Nassana's just gonna let me in.
She's as smart as she is paranoid. No one's getting in or out of there without a fight. I can get you in, but you'll only get one shot. You'd better be ready.
And sure, let's be on our way.
I'm ready now.
That's what I like to hear. We'll go tonight as soon as the shift workers clear out of Tower 2. The towers are heavily guarded, and you'll find more resistance closer to the penthouse. So, this assassin, you planning to stop him?
I'm just here to make sure he survives.
There they are, the Dantius Towers. You'll have to get up to the second tower and cross the bridge to the penthouse. Her mercs will fight you every step, but it's your best chance.
Now you may notice next to some of the little mission instructions we've had so far, this one seems very, very fancy, very flashy, full of little cutaways to big expansive cities, all full of exciting descriptions of fighting your way up a tower and across a bridge and all sorts of stuff, and this mission is great. Now, if I were a cynical person, I would point out that this is one of the missions ahead of Mass Effect 2's launch that they heavily showed off at the game shows, and thus they may have put quite a lot of effort into making the intro to this mission and the mission itself really, really exciting and cool looking because it was the one they were previewing, and certain other missions in this game don't get quite the same level of love and attention and boom, boom, bang, exciting explosion, but what have you.
Hold on. here too long. They'll be here to greet you soon enough. Good luck, Shepard.
And straight away, the robots have started firing on the workers. Marvellous. So, time to take them out nice and quick. Couple of basic mechs here. A heavy incinerate will do on them. Meanwhile, a nice throw from Samara will take care of these guys. Very good. And I'll just go invisible for a second to just get myself into cover. So, nice, easy entrance point there, just a few mechs for the infiltration. But yeah, this is genuinely a fantastic mission. You have to kind of work your way up this tower through, like, various ramps and elevators, cross a massive sky bridge, back over to a different tower, because this tower there's nowhere to get into, and then go up into the penthouse. Brilliant, brilliant little mission. But I do suspect they put in a little bit of extra effort into this one, purely on grounds that, yeah, they were planning to preview it all along. Couple of poor dead Solarian workers straight away, but if we just follow the path around here, we will find another one Solarian worker not quite deceased yet.
Help!
He's still alive.
I can't feel my legs. My chest is killing me.
Who did this to you? And why?
We're just night workers. Nassana sent them after us. She sent the mechs to round us up, but we didn't hear. They just started shooting.
They just attacked you?
Yes, they were too slow. It was horrible. Everyone screaming. The merc said there was no time. Nassana wanted us out of the way immediately. Then the dogs.
He's not going to make it if we don't help him.
Here. That should ease the pain and keep you alive until help arrives.
Thank you. That helps.
Take your time.
I think I'm better. Find the other workers. Help them.
So indeed there is a little subplot in this mission. There's a load of other Solarians who have kind of hidden away as well. If we can get to them, they will provide us with some useful stuff. So a bunch of Paragon points for that, and we start slowly making our way up the building. What I do like, by the way, is in this early stage of the mission, we're kind of down in an area where, you know, it's still very much under construction. It's the back areas. It's not particularly interesting. Nice throw for you, please. Thank you. Ooh, instant explosion too. And we'll just take these guys out. The basic mechs will go down to a single headshot. Lovely. Garrus, don't get in the way, please. Thank you. Ooh, not quite the headshot there, but that's fine. Heavy overload will take care of you. Marvellous. And now we can just slowly push forward. Nothing too difficult so far. This is all basic stuff. These guys are the sort of, yeah, relatively weak basic enemies who can be taken out with a single shot to the face. And my job primarily will be to just take all the armor off. Because if I take all of the armor off, then basically, yeah, then at that point we can start using powers and all sorts of fun stuff. So a nice pull will completely take you out of the way. Oh, never mind, he was already gone. And you can die as well, my good man. I like that little glancing shot there. And then just blow these guys apart. Didn't get the headshot, which is a shame, because that would have been good for making these guys explode. There we are, that guy explodes over there. Nothing too dangerous for now. Obviously, we've got our new Locust now, which is very useful for taking these guys down super quickly. Yes, indeed, very powerful, especially when mixed with Warp Ammo, because, of course, Warp Ammo, though, like, people talk about it primarily for dealing with biotic shields, it does give you, like, a damage boost just overall. So pretty much, like, if you haven't got a more appropriate ammo to put on, basically just have Warp Ammo on anyway. Last few here. That guy has been pulled, and that means if we just hit him with a nice heavy concussive shot, he gets sent flying, which I do find hilarious. Lovely, and he's dead. Oh, we got one more Eclipse Trooper over here. Never mind, let's just go invisible for a second, as we do not have anything ready for you, my good man. And now we slowly start making our way up to the tower until we can get to an elevator. It's very nice, the fact that you feel like you're going up, because it gives the whole area a sense of space and everything.
We'll go get him.
You go.
Get your ass in there, and Nassana's not paying you to stand around.
Fine. But I...
And as we can hear in the background, yes indeed, our assassin is picking off some of the guards. I'm not sure we ever see those guards, we just hear them in the background. But yeah, our assassin is supposed to be here, picking off guards for us. Yes, very quickly put warp ammo onto our sniper rifle as well, may as well take the damage increase. Alright, guys, go forward. Start drawing them forward, please. And then you just hold there. Hopefully you guys getting there should draw them out. Or not, never mind. I don't mean I can see there's going to be guys in here. Here they come. I see ya. Lovely. Dead, 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 dead. Lovely. Gareth, by the way, is really flimsy. Like, really flimsy. Almost ridiculously flimsy in many ways. He will go down very, very fast. He actually has very little health. And he doesn't have any way to bring his health back, unlike Samara, which is a bit of a problem sometimes. Samara, I'd get in cover if I were you. Nope, never mind. She decided against it. Let's just take out this guy's head. He'll cause an explosion that will hopefully take out, at least do a little bit of damage to you. Yep, that distracted you for a second. Gave me plenty of time to line up these shots. The Locust, oh, don't get knocked out of cover, mind. Yeah, the Locust works very, very nicely against these guys. Invisible. And that's bad for you. And almost dead in one go. Beautiful. Vanguard cannot stand up to the Locust and warp ammo. So, whole bunch of funny for a couple of low hallways later, and you'll make it to this big room where the music will stop, and there'll be a big door in front of you. This is not exactly like the first little boss here. I guess it's kind of a sub-boss if you like, but more importantly, before you go that way, explore around here a little bit, because we've got one security terminal. Power cells, just in case you actually need to use your heavy weapon at all. Very, very nice indeed. Bit more ammo, but a new sniper rifle. Now, this is a really, really interesting sniper rifle. This is actually a pretty solid weapon. Now, you're probably thinking that as I've got the Widow, there'd be literally no reason for me to ever want to use this thing, the Viper. No, the Viper actually has its uses. The Viper kind of sits halfway between a sniper rifle and an assault rifle, which is unlike the Widow, which has very few bullets but basically kills everything in one hit. The Viper holds quite a few bullets in a clip. It fights. In fact, actually, if I just... Oh, yes, I've automatically switched over to it. Good. So, yeah, the Viper holds 12 shots in a clip, so it's not kind of like a bolt-action style sniper rifle. It fires pretty fast. Hang on. There you go. So even though that's during slow time, of course, in real time that would actually be a lot faster. So yeah, it fires pretty quickly, doesn't need to be reloaded anywhere near as often. It can work better if you're taking on very large numbers of weaker enemies. And of course, the Solarians we were asked to rescue, here some of them are.
Please, don't kill us. We'll go. Hey, look, they're not Eclipse. You're here to help us, right?
Like yes, no, or sort of in the middle. That really does sum up the morality system in Mass Effect.
It's one reason I'm here. Come on out. It's safe enough.
Thank you. We are in your debt.
Maybe you can help me. I'm looking for someone. Not a merc. He's on his own.
Well, whoever sealed us in here. When he found us, I thought we were dead, but he just closed the door and locked us in.
Locked you in. Sounds like our assassin was trying to keep them safe.
Assassin? Here for Nassana, I bet. She's got it coming. You treat people like this, it always comes back to bite you in the ass.
So a couple of Paragon points for speaking to those guys, and we also got ourselves a med kit. Keep that Medigel being topped up. So this door over here is in fact an elevator door, and if we open it up, or try to...
We're a little exposed out here, especially if anyone's in that elevator.
I was just thinking the same thing myself, Garrus.
Well, there's no lack of cover.
Mezzanine. Have a pleasant stay.
And now we're going to get ourselves some very tough enemies. In particular, we have got ourselves, yes, we've got 2 Eclipse engineers, both of whom have sent out combat drones, and we have got a bounty hunter in the middle. This is one of the few times that area overload would have been quite useful, but never mind. We've got ourselves a heavy overload right here, and that will also hopefully have enough kind of splash to take out both the combat drones. Yep, at least a couple of them. Let's just stop those guys quickly. And then, okay, neither of you are dead, which is a magnificent first starting point. We don't want to go down first. Probably the priority needs to be the bounty hunter. Yeah, focus fire on him, please. And I'm almost dead. I'm just going to go invisible for a second while we just focus some fire there. Lovely. Now, if we can, reeve him. That will hopefully stagger him for a second. This might take a few attempts, because this is quite tough. Sniper rifle. Oh, yeah, I've got my new sniper rifle, don't I? Invisible, and hit, and hit, and hit. Okay, good. We've actually taken his armor off him, and in a moment, actually, yeah, just knock him off his feet, knock him off his feet, knock him off his... Never mind, don't knock him off his feet. Pull him, that will get him off his feet, and now, if we can, just... I'm going to set him on fire, lovely, and then I'm still being shot up by the others are still firing at me. Is he dead yet? He's not quite dead. Throw him, please, and then there we go, that will hopefully just keep him busy. I think he's Is he dead? I think he might have just fallen off the edge, which is hopefully meaning he's dead. Yes. Right, go invisible. And just take out you. Go for the shot. Combat drone's coming in, but we'll hopefully get caught up on her. The other one is... Oh, dear. This is less good. Right, I'm surrounded, which is never a good situation to be in. Right, go invisible, go invisible, go invisible. Ow! And I'm invisible. Mostly. Hide over here. This will do. Right, okay, can I get a shot in at you? I might be able to. Yep, I can take down your shields at least, which is nice. And I can just buy myself enough time using the... Oh, flipping heck. Right, I may need to... you know what, screw it. Get everyone back up on the feet. That'll distract everyone at least for a moment. And that will actually let me hit you with... If I can actually just get you one more shot in on you. There you go. Now I can take you off your feet with a throw or a pull or whatever. Pull will do just fine. And then in a moment... If Garrus is ready to go again, he's not quite yet. Screw it. Set her on fire while she's floating around. Lovely. That'll get you almost down. And one final shot will do you. At this point, it is 3 versus 1. Dead. Nice. Okay, did that first time. Little bit dicey. And that is a quite tough fight. Because, yeah, anytime you've got a Krogan, that's not easy. But a Krogan supported by 2 engineers, not fun. Anyway, that's that area cleared out. Into the elevator we go and up to the next big set of floors.
I haven't heard from teams 4 or 5. Don't worry, my team's always ready to go. I don't know where he is. Not yet. Don't worry about it. We don't need any reinforcements. I'll take care of it. It's under control. I'll go down there myself.
Turn around very slowly.
Damn it.
Have you seen the assassin?
Why are you looking for him? You're not one of Nassana's mercs. Who are you?
Answer my questions and I'll let you go.
Look, pal. Even if I knew where he was, I wouldn't tell you.
Not the answer I was looking for.
I've got nothing more to say to you. If you shoot me, my team's right through there. They'll be all over you.
That's a very hard one to resist, because if you go for the renegade action there, you actually kick him out of the window and respond to his statement, I have nothing more to say to you, with, how about goodbye? But no, I'm going to paragon this up here.
Is a little information really worth dying over? Is Nassana?
No. I suppose not. Okay, look. Last I heard, the assassin was down on the mezzanine. But the teams on the bridge think they might have spotted him. Nobody knows for sure.
Get out of here.
I'm going.
He owes you one. Anybody else would have killed him.
And we decide to let that guy go for whatever reason. Every other kind of Eclipse merc we find in this place, we will just murder, but that guy we let go. And the storage disk right here by the elevator contains a list of genetic information for the Krios family. Now, if that sounds familiar, someone over on the Ilium overworld was talking about this. We'll return that to them when we're done. And on we go. Few more people to kill yet. Everyone into compulsory cover. Down we go, and then we've got some Fenris mechs over here. Take their armor off them, and then just finish them off nice and quickly. Lovely. I do quite like the Viper, by the way. It's a fun weapon to use. Obviously, you don't quite have the headshot killing power that you would have with the Widow on this thing, which is the downside. But yeah, when you're a bit crowded, it can be a very, very useful weapon indeed. And it still has decent hitting power. You can see that that's still doing a decent job. Vanguard's being very, very tanky in this game. And when in doubt, pull! And then while they're being pulled, hit them with that heavy concussive shot to just send them flying away, because that amuses me. It's the only real way you can recreate the old kind of lift and throw trick from Mass Effect 1. And behind another locked door here, we've got another Solarian.
Get back! Get back! I'll shoot!
Relax. Don't do anything you'll regret.
I don't want to hurt you, but I will. I said get back! I'll do it! Please, don't make me do it.
And of course, if we just paragon up him...
Hey, I'm not the bad guy here. What's your name?
I'm Talon. Don't come any closer.
Talon, I'm Commander Shepard. I don't work with the mercs, and I don't want to hurt you. I'm here to help.
All right. Here. I don't feel so...
Talon! He's my brother. I just want to see if he's all right. Are you the ones who shot the merc?
Well, we shot a lot of mercs, but possibly not that one?
It wasn't me. Your brother didn't do it?
No, Talon was standing here with me.
What happened exactly?
The merc found us and shouted at us to move. We panicked, and he shouted more. I thought he was going to kill us, then his head just exploded. Talon picked up the merc's gun, but we were too afraid to leave. Then you showed up.
Perfect headshot, with no collateral damage. Very impressive.
I love how impressed Garrus is, it's lovely. So yes, our merc is not only taking out Nassana's troops, he is also going out of his way to protect the workers. Very interesting. And some more Paragon XP from that, medkit open, and indeed one PDA to hack here as well for loads of lovely money.
Somebody get down there and find out what's going on.
And we get our first sign of Nassana's voice here on this little radio. Sadly, all her troops are already dead, so not many people to really respond to her. Help ourselves to the power cells again, and then have a quick chat with Nassana herself.
It's about time. What's going on down there?
I'm afraid your men aren't able to respond, Nassana.
Damn it!
And Nassana are a little bit unhappy with what's going on here. Sadly, there's no way for you to actually bring up what happened in Mass Effect 1 and in any way kind of, bargain with her, negotiate with her, anything like that. It's a shame. It would have been nice if kind of Mass Effect 1 important characters could, given they'd already met her in the past, but apparently not. Anyway, further up we go. And now for the first time, as we've got significantly further up the building, there is no ceiling above us. We can actually see the cityscape a little bit. And then, oop, hang on, no, we've been a little bit too far ahead of ourselves there. Now just quickly hit you with a Reeve, lovely, and then I'll just take you down nice and quick with the Locust. Now this is where things get fun once we've started getting some open sky above us, because now we have the possibility of knocking enemies out of bounds, which is kind of what I wanted to do all along. It's easier on the sky bridge, of course, but yeah, now we've actually got some sky above us, we can start knocking enemies up and out of the way, which starts becoming very, very good fun. So, a couple more vanguards, very common in this little mission here, so just focus on them, watch out for their biotic little blobs of whatever. I'm not really sure what spell they're supposed to be casting. Sorry, it's not a spell, remember, this isn't technically magic or anything. And then we'll just focus you down. You're dead. Next up. And then one more. I think your cover's been destroyed because you were behind explodable cover. And there we are. Those guys are dead. Beautiful. That door can't be opened. Nice. Some free EZO here, and the game now gives you a weapons locker. Yeah, basically, whenever the game gave you a new weapon, it kind of forced you to use it for just, like, a couple of rooms, and then gave you a locker so you could change it back out if you wanted to. So, having given the Viper a go, it's certainly very useful against, for example, Vanguards. I think it's very, very useful there. In fact, I'm going to keep using it. I think for this mission, it's actually quite appropriate. Because especially against the tankier enemies who you can't one-shot with the Widow anyway, just having a rapid-fire weapon that can just pick apart their shields, very, very good. Oh, I like it. I like this little area. Admittedly, like, if you look at it through your sniper rifle, you can see it is basically just, little specks of pixelated light going along. They haven't really animated much. But it still looks quite impressive if you just kind of, just like look over there and just treat it as a bit of a backdrop. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty indeed. Okay, we might be able to make this work this time. Okay, almost. Come on, I'm determined to make her fly off the edge here. Just let her get up again in a second. Pull, and okay, now pull, and now heavy concussive. Oh, no, that's, oh, no. Sadly, she does a really nice flip, but not quite what I'm looking for here. Oh, darn it, fine. We'll find someone else to go over the edge. Screw you. There you are. You're dead from being on fire. And we have made it to the sky bridge. You can see across there. We just have to cross that bridge, climb those steps, and I believe that up there at the top of the steps is in fact the end of the mission. But there is some nasty stuff up here. So first, of course, we got ourselves some ammo, a nice submachine gun damage increase, very good. Medkit for more medgel. Actually, I'm already full up on medgel, that's nice. And another PDA for, 12 flipping thousand. Nice. I've done missions that haven't given me 12,000. That is very lovely. And of course, the camera starts swaying to indicate, hey, there's heavy wind and whatever. As far as I'm aware, the heavy winds don't have any effect. Like, if you pull someone into the air, the wind sadly does not push them off the bridge. I don't think so anyway. I will be testing that. Right, just need to break our way in. First couple of basic robots needs to go down here. Lovely. And remember, the robots are actually, though they don't even hit that hard, they are dangerous purely on grounds the fact they will charge you, which makes throw very useful because it keeps them back a little bit. So just keep your enemies in cover over there, and then just keep taking down. Yeah, there we are. Viper is so good at picking apart that barrier. And then just wait for her to pop out again. There we are. Now we can just give her a quick pull. Quick pull for you. And then, oh, you murdered her before I had a chance to play. Gosh darn it. Round the other side quickly. Oh, you've exposed yourself. That was a bad idea. That was a terrible idea. Right, you two, stay there while I move forward slowly. And then we'll just play with your powers and see if we can knock people off the edge. Because that's what I want. That's the entire purpose of this mission. No, 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 no. Do not just... Oh, fine, whatever. Push forward if you want to. I will be here. There we go. Right. Pick their shields apart. Lovely. Your shields have been picked apart. Now, just quickly pull him. Nice. And now, knock him off. Knock him off, knock him off, knock him off, knock him off, knock him off. Oh, that might be not quite enough, sadly. He lands on top of the thing. Just accidentally murdered you. Didn't even mean to. You're a vanguard, meaning you'll be a little bit on the tougher side. Now, pull. And now, just, yeah, hit him with, oh, we're not ready. We're not ready, and I'm being shot from somewhere else as well. Gosh darn people back there. Well, you're dead now, at least. And one concussive shot sadly will kill her and also send her flying back, just kind of flinging her as an enemy back into her friends. But it is a really nice, good, dramatic battlefield, being kind of up here on this narrow little bridge. It's very good. It's easier to fling people off, by the way, if you're a biotic, because if you're a biotic, you can much more easily, by kind of, you know, selecting an enemy and then kind of turning away as you throw the power, you can bank the power around the corner more easily. So therefore, if you're the one throwing out, say, a throw, and your teammate's done the pull, it's much easier to kind of, yeah, knock them off somewhere. Come on, next group of enemies. Next group of enemies, where are you? I know there's going to be flipping more yet, alright? There we are. We've got ourselves the big lads up there. Right, back off over here for a second. I suspect that was... Ooh! Yeah, I suspect I just got hit in the back by the heavy weapons there. Just wait for my shields to come back for a sec. And then we'll be able to start picking these guys apart. Cloaked, and... Yep, that'll do. One more goes down. We got a vanguard over there. And a couple of easy shots to the head. Lovely. And I'm out of sniper. That's fine. I've taken out most of their shields, which is actually the most important bit. Because now, even though I'm at a massive distance, pull you out the way. And now that you're up there, come on. Knock her off the building, knock her off the building, knock her off the building. No! She just bounced back in. Boo! Okay, another attempt. We've got that vanguard without the shield. Up she goes. Yep, this is good. Oh, she's really nice. Oh, she was nice and high anyway. Now for a concussive shot. Oh, come on. Come on, we can do this. Yeah, I remember those, though I had completely forgotten about them previously. Yeah, those machines just fire rockets, which for the most part you don't really see anywhere else in the game. I think they're supposed to be like the same design that you see in the very first training level. Because on Freedom's Progress, there's like those kind of things that fly in and fire rockets, then you basically never see them again. Apparently, apart from here. But I've completely forgotten about that. They're also surprisingly tough in this mission, because I'm clearly hitting them. There we go. Taking them out. Lovely. Probably safe to push forward at this point, though it would not surprise me if there was a little bit more yet. Yep, there we are. Just a few more people showing up. And, oh dear, no, guys, no. Don't just randomly expose yourselves, please. Thank you. Almost there now, but just one more wave. She just said she was sending in reinforcements. Yep, we've got the Eclipse Commandos coming in now. These are the final few. Creme de la creme coming in, but I think it's not many, so... we should be fine. If I just go... oh, yeah, I might just go up here, actually. Get myself a slightly higher position. Eclipse Commando. I see ya. Alright, come on. Expose yourself. Come forward. Right, you guys. Hold the position you're in. I don't want you running forward. I'm going to go forward, see if I can bait forward the flipping Commando. But she's going to be over here. Yep, fine. We got ourselves the Commando there. Now, is it just her? If it's just her, that's fine, because look how well the Locust works against her. It's beautiful. It's a thing of utter beauty. There we go. Oh, yeah, that'll do. That'll do. You just stay there and just take that in the head. Lovely. There we go. We've got her up. And now we can just start juggling her like crazy. Concussive shot. Back over there. Now she should be pretty much screwed, so we can just get her down. Lovely. Now just hit her with another pull. Just keep hitting her with the pull over and over and over. and live in hope that one of these days we might be able to get off there. Nah, we're never going to be able to do it. Tragically, it's just not going to happen. But the thing is, you notice that now, Samara's recharge speed is now so fast, again, that we can just basically keep pulling her over and over. Now, if we're really lucky... She's darn it. She's over the barrier, but not close to the edge. Gosh darn it, we could not quite. But never mind, yeah, if you can kind of knock people off the edge, which is much easier to do, obviously, on the lower difficulties, where enemies have less shielding. And it's much easier to do, by the way, if you bring kind of like a mixed team. Ironically, if I'd been able to bring Thane along to this mission to recruit Thane, I probably would have been able to. So that's a shame. And had my Commander Shepard been biotic, it would have been possible as well. But sadly, we've not managed to just blast anyone off the sky bridge, despite our best efforts. Anyway, I believe this is the end right here.
Shepard, but you're dead.
I got better.
I love that line. Also, it suddenly seems to weirdly be kind of, you know, sunset, even though it was blatantly quite dark night just a moment ago.
You're really paranoid, aren't you?
Don't patronize me, Shepard.
Charming as ever.
I'm sure you find this all very ironic. First you take care of my sister, and now you're here for me. Well, you made it this far. Now what?
You really think I'm here to kill you?
Do you have another reason for destroying my tower? Decimating my security?
I'm just looking for someone.
You expect me to believe that? Is it credits? Is that what you want? Just tell me your price. We can make this problem go away.
All the credits in the world won't make this problem go away, Nassana.
Who the hell gave you the right to play God? I may not be perfect, but look at you. We both kill people for money. What's the difference?
I don't kill people for money. I just kill people because it's kind of my job.
You kill people because you think they're beneath you. They're in your way. I kill people because they leave me no choice.
You've got a choice. You don't have to do this. I can tell you. What? I heard something. Damn it. Check the other entrances. You stay put. When I'm finished dealing with this nuisance, you and I am going to...
Impressive. You certainly know how to make an entrance.
And our assassin has suddenly gone very, very quiet and praying. Hello there.
I was hoping to talk to you.
I apologize, but prayers for the wicked must not be forsaken.
Do you really think she deserves it?
Not for her. For me. The measure of an individual can be difficult to discern by actions alone. Take you, for instance. All this destruction, chaos. I was curious to see how far you'd go to find me. Well, here I am.
The hilarious thing, of course, is all this destruction and chaos indeed I have wrought, but I let one person go, meaning I finished this mission with a load of extra Paragon points.
How'd you know I was coming at all?
I didn't. Not until you marched in the front door and started shooting. Nassana had become paranoid. You saw the strength of her guard force. She believed one of her sisters would kill her. You were a valuable distraction.
You used me so you could kill her.
I needed a diversion. You needed to speak with me. You certainly fulfilled your end of the bargain. What would you like to discuss?
Someone's been abducting entire human colonies. We're gonna stop them. We already know the culprits. A race called the Collectors.
I've heard of them. Attacking the Collectors would require passing through the Omega-4 relay. No ship has ever returned from doing so.
They told me it was impossible to get to Ilos, too.
A fair point. You've built a career on performing the impossible. This was to be my last job. I'm dying. Low survival odds don't concern me. The abduction of your colonists does.
I hadn't heard that. Is there anything I can do?
Giving me this opportunity is enough. The universe is a dark place. I'm trying to make it brighter before I die. Many innocents died today. I wasn't fast enough and they suffered. I must atone for that. I will work for you, Shepard. No charge.
I like Thane. Thane's great. So we've leveled up from that. We've got Thane Krios. We've got the Viper Sniper Rifle, which is, yeah, surprisingly really damn good, even in a world where you already have the Widow. I'll probably still be mostly using the Widow, but in certain situations where you've got a lot of crowds of enemies, there can be situations where the Viper is useful.
I've heard impressive stories, Krios. Sounds like you'll be an asset to the team. That is, if you're comfortable having an assassin watch your back.
I've accepted a contract. My arm is Shepard's.
Uh-huh. Don't know about you, but I'm loyal to more than my next paycheck.
So Jacob not entirely keen on Thane here.
Obviously he is too. He's doing this mission gratis. What's your concern?
I don't like mercenaries. An assassin is just a precise mercenary.
An assassin is a weapon. A weapon doesn't choose to kill. The one who wields it does. Where shall I put my things? I'd prefer someplace dry if anything is available.
The area near the life support plant on the crew deck tends to be slightly more arid than the rest of the ship.
Ah, an AI. My thanks.
He seems quite civil.
We need all the help we can get. He's not what I expected in an assassin. He may surprise you.
Yeah, and he may not.
I don't know why Jacobs just seems to be, like, here whenever I greet the new crew. It's not like Jacobs particularly even high-ranking on the ship. He's definitely lower than Miranda, but for whatever reason, he just always seems to be here when I'm bringing new people aboard. And he does occasionally act a bit snippily towards them. I should probably just stop inviting him to these little meet and greets. Anyway, we also picked up an upgrade a moment ago. We picked up submachine gun damage 3 out of 5, of course. We've got 210,000 iridium. I think we can afford that, and that will probably unlock a new extra ability. Yes, indeed, extra rounds, 50% submachine gun rounds, and improves the SMG for your entire squad. Now, let's go and have a quick chat with Thane himself, assuming no one else wants to speak to me first. And over to life support, which Thane lives in and has indeed immediately started laying out some weapons that he likes using, which is nice. And also very appropriately, of course, as this is life support and thus was never really intended to house anyone, there's not really kind of a proper bed in here. There's just like a little kind of temporary fold-out bunk thingy that looks like it's been set up very quickly, which makes a lot of sense. Also, he gets a lovely view of the engine humming away there. I like the engine of the Normandy. It's very cool. Hello, Thane.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly. We haven't had a chance since I joined.
When we met you, you said you were dying.
Yes. I thought you'd want to know more. You don't have to worry about the rest of the crew. My illness is not communicable, even to other Drell. It's called Keprel syndrome.
Is there anything we can do here? Normandy has a state-of-the-art medical bay.
No, thank you. It's being attended to. If the finest medical minds in the Hanar illuminated primacy can't solve the problem, I doubt your ship's medic could. Thank you for your concern. Trust me, this won't affect my performance.
So I get a little bit of Paragon for asking after that, but no, I'd like to learn a little bit more, please, Thane. Of course, most importantly, all new people tend to have Normandy upgrades. Give me what you've got, though I believe yours isn't that important.
We need to have the best equipment possible to take on the Collectors. You have any leads I could chase down?
My old contact network often located rare equipment for me. Would you like me to get in touch with them?
Let's see what they've got.
And that opens up a new ship enhancement, a modular probe bay, so now I can have 100% more probes for when I'm planet scanning. Hardly essential, but I'm swimming in iridium, so sure, let's have a fully upgraded Normandy. That's pretty much all we can get from Thane for now. He's kind of relatively slow to open up to you next to some of the other companions. I like Thane. He's also a romanceable companion for FemShep. Lots of people kind of miss that because it's not immediately obvious and he's relatively late to join the team. I personally am not so fond of FemShep and Thane. I think Thane makes an excellent teammate and he's a really interesting character, but especially in Mass Effect 3, I think he works better as a friend than a lover, so I won't be pursuing that, not least as I am staying loyal to Liara, of course. One more thing to do, of course, we need to pop back down to Ilium because we've got the Krios family data, and we need to find out who to hand that over to, which gives us an extra opportunity to bring along Thane. And sure, let's bring Garrus along too, because Garrus seems to really like Thane. I love how much Garrus admires Thane immediately, because they're both snipers. Thane is quite simply amazing. He's got a wonderful selection of powers. Throw is just great fun, albeit not exactly, essential. I'll get that straight up to 2 just to unlock Warp, because of course having Warp fully upgraded straight away is a very, very good idea. Warp we're very familiar with. In fact, probably on balance one of the best powers in the game for you to have on your team, just because it's so flipping flexible. Works great against biotic barriers, works great against armor, works perfectly well against enemies that don't have any shielding on them whatsoever. Basically, it's just pretty much always useful, which is great, and we will go for a heavy warp, absolutely. Let's make it as strong as possible. Warp being so flexible at taking down shielding as well, and thus getting kind of layers of armor off enemies, it means he actually has more opportunity to use throw than plenty of other characters in the game do. His Drell Assassin ability, meanwhile, is actually probably one of the more decent ones as well. You see there it's primarily focused on weapon damage, getting his weapon damage significantly up, and indeed that sort of increase in weapon damage, plus 12.5, plus 25, plus 37.5, and then up to Drell Marksman for even further big increases in weapon damage. That pretty much puts him up there with Zaid in terms of the amount of damage output he's got. But unlike Zaid, whose abilities are, for the most part, not very useful, like Inferno Grenade, just not very good. Concussive shots, okay, but not spectacular. Thane is the only person who can come close to actually doing the same damage as Zaid. And of course, as you'd suspect from what we saw in the last mission, Thane is indeed a sniper. He gets the unique combination of sniper rifle and SMG, which is very, very powerful. The SMG Locus is amazing, and sniper rifles are really, really strong as well. So we can really, really flipping hit like a brick. So we're going to get that up as well in a moment. But first we've got his bonus power shredder ammo that we'll be getting pretty soon. Because of course, characters you recruit this late will pretty much, you'll get their special loyalty missions almost immediately. Shredder ammo is situational, but it's really damn good. Basically, it's hugely good when there's no shielding up. Which means on the lower difficulty, Thane is just God tier, because you'll run into so many enemies with very limited or no shielding on them, so he can just tear them apart. On Insanity, the difference between him and other companions is not as great, but Shredder ammo syncs really well with a heavy warp, because heavy warp can do a very good job of taking off layers of shielding very, very quickly. So Shredder ammo is just incredible. Basically, the moment you've taken the shielding off an enemy, Thane will just one-shot them with, Drell Assassin fully upgraded, a good sniper rifle, and some shredder ammo on him. He will just tear them apart. Thane is just wonderful, and we're going to get Thane straight up to his max thing. You would never want an extra 5% health on Thane. Always take the extra 12.5% on the weapon damage instead. There we are, Drell Marksman, beautiful, and with that, he is ridiculously powerful, it's glorious. Now, as I was mentioning earlier, Cerise technology here, I will totally have myself, now I can do without biotic damage, but I will very gladly have myself a tech damage increase, lovely. So that will be my incinerator a bit more powerful, and then if we just run through here, we will find the Solarian who's looking for the Krios family data. It is in fact right here round the corner. Through you, hello there, I've got what you need.
What is it? I'm in the middle of an important call.
I overheard you talking. Is this the data you're looking for?
The Krios Generational Archive. You found it. Thank you. My whole family has been worried. That data is irreplaceable. I didn't think I'd get it back from Nassana's corporate building.
And very glad I could help, my good man.
There's your data. I hope it helps your family.
You have no idea, human. I don't know who you are or how you got it, but thank you. Here, for your trouble. Blessings be upon you. You've certainly blessed us.
And there we are, 40 XP, 7 Paragon points, and 1,500 credits, which is, well, not exactly great, but it'll do. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, with Thane on board and a quick discussion of his powers. Thane is amazing. I'd say that's enough for now, and we have got one more companion to bring aboard. My favourite character in the entire game, in fact, Tali. Lovely, lovely Tali. I'm suddenly kind of sad that I'm not playing as Male Shepherd, because I would love to romance Tali, because Tali is just the most wonderful character in Mass Effect. Possibly one of my favourite characters in all of gaming ever. I just love Tali. She's not actually that useful as a companion, to be honest. Not in this game, anyway. Just, well, she can be, but not for an infiltrator. She doesn't really sync well with my powers. There's a bit too much overlap there. So, we will go and get her next time, and then we will indeed have the full contingent of companions. Then all we need to do is get them all loyal, and yeah, we're actually getting close-ish to the end of this whole business, because I've made a bit of an executive decision, because not all the DLC in this game are actually that good. Like, I'm definitely going to skip Overlord, because Overlord, it introduces like one extra character who shows up in Mass Effect 3, but Overlord in general is not that interesting and doesn't really introduce anything. It's basically just killing a whole lot of Geth, and then one choice at the end, and just a whole bunch of stuff. It's not that interesting, to be honest. And I'm very tempted to skip Arrival as well, because Arrival, again, adds surprisingly little into Mass Effect 3 for, you know, how big it kind of pretends to be. And again, there's just not that much interesting there, because Shepard's on her own for the vast majority of it, which isn't really that interesting, because I, you know, like having companions, they're kind of fun. But we will definitely do Lair of the Shadow Broker, but I suspect that might actually be it, to be honest, just because, yeah, I've never been a fan of Overlord or Arrival. I just don't think they're particularly good DLCs. We will definitely be going and hanging with Liara at the bare minimum, but I'd say we're getting close towards the end here. So, let's finish off our team with Thane next time, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd. This has been Mass Effect 2, The Insanity Run. Thank you very much, and goodbye. We're going to build a large green park as a memorial to the bloody place that wouldn't stop burning down. Oh gosh darn it, the building next door's just catching fire instead. Can I just kind of demolish a church or something to make room for it? Because I will. Then next to the magnificent city hall, a giant statue of me